What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas and today I'm going to do a video on Rivian. That's right, Rivian. It is an electrical vehicle company that has yet to go public, but I think I want to provide some very important information on this company in case they do decide to go public. So if you're interested in Rivian, stay tuned right after this. Before I start providing you information on this absolutely amazing electrical vehicle company, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to jump into this video. I'm going to be honest with every person watching this video. I am very intrigued by this company. I really think that if Rivian decides to enter into the stock market, I think that they would make a massive ripple in, the EV sector. However they choose to enter, whether it's a SPAC or the traditional IPO style, I think no matter how they do it, they would make a monster difference in the EV sector. I think that they have a lot going for them. Obviously they are already producing vehicles that are going through a ton of tests. I mean, they're putting them through off-road tests, they're putting them through longevity tests. They're really just giving it everything they have to make sure that they're going to put out a quality vehicle in the year 2021. And I'm going to be talking about this obviously a little bit later. They have a massive support system already. They have the backing from the likes of Ford, and they have the backing from the likes of Amazon, and I'll be talking about both those here in a little bit in this video. But it's just very intriguing. Rivian is currently located in the state of California. Go figure, that's where most electrical vehicle companies either start or are working out of. One unique thing about this company is they also are located in Illinois, which is where they have a 2 million plus square foot plant where they're producing their two vehicles. On top of that, they're also located in international waters. They're located in Canada, and they're also located in Europe, and I do believe that's the United Kingdom. So they are international, and they do have those spaces in those places. Now they are led and spearheaded by a very young, very innovative 36-year-old CEO, and I'm going to talk about him here in a second, but I think it's very unique to hear his message and to why he decided to do a vehicle company. He obviously enjoys the great outdoors, but he also, as a child and growing up, really enjoyed vehicles. And as he started to get older in age, he realized that the two passions he has were actually kind of going against each other. The cars were kind of hurting the world, they were hurting the air, and so he decided to create a vehicle company that was going to be zero emission, put out zero carb emission, and it actually be very environmental friendly, but do all the capabilities at which he wanted. So swinging over here, it says Rivian, an innovative truck startup planning to produce all electric pickups and SUVs that backed by Ford Motor Company and Amazon, said Cox Automotive, investing $350 million and may partner with it on the future business operations. They are led by 36-year-old founder and CEO RJ Scaringe. Plymouth, Michigan-based Rivian has gained up excitement into the auto industry with its plans to launch a line of long-range rechargeable light trucks, including the R1T pickup and the R1S SUV. Both are very cool. Built off a highly functional skateboard platform that integrates the battery pack, drive components, and suspension system. Ford invested $500 million in April, and Amazon led a $700 million round in February. And so what's going to be unique about this is that obviously, like I stated previously, the skateboards are going to be coinciding with each other. They're going to be able to be used for both. But Amazon obviously is a little bit different. They obviously are sending money because they are looking to acquire some delivery vans for their obviously huge operation when it comes to the everyday delivery service. I'll give a little bit more details on that later, but they're looking to create the array of different vehicles that can deliver packages on a day-to-day basis. I'm to provide you information on both of the vehicles in their lineup, and I'm telling you, they are absolutely phenomenal looking. I really think that they look cool. I know that they have dove deep into making it a very, the interior to be very luxurious and to have a very comfortable feel, but also have an extreme ability to go off-roading if need be, and really given an endurance feel. So swinging over here, the first vehicle is the R1T, and that's going to be their electrical truck. It is capable of traveling 400 plus miles, which they're very, very proud of, which I completely understand. It provides 750 horsepower. I mean, that's about as much horsepower as some of our supercars that we have here in the United States. That's unbelievable. Its towing capacity is going to be 11,000 pounds, but it's also providing, like I stated, a very sleek and everyday driver look, and it's going to present the comfort feel. I really think this thing looks cool, and I can understand why people are lining up to get these. The second vehicle in their lineup, which is it's going to be an amazing family SUV, is called the R1S. This is an all-electric SUV that can also travel up to 400 plus miles. It'll also provide 750 horsepower. Can you imagine having 750 horsepower in an SUV? Unbelievable. And it can also tow up to 7,700 pounds, which in itself is pretty solid. Time to dive in a little bit deeper on these vehicles and really understand some of the components. So the original R1T concept was unveiled at the 2018 Los Angeles Auto Show, where Rivian also announced some impressive specs for the production version that included a maximum range of more than 400 plus miles, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and an 11,000 towing capacity, which I stated. It says that Rivian uses a skateboard platform that contains the battery pack and all the mechanical components, allowing different bodies to be easily engineered for the platform, which I think will save them a ton of money and will also help majorly in manufacturing. The same skateboard underpins the R1S and will be used for the electric Amazon delivery vans and at least one Ford model. And that Ford model that I heard was rumored to be their Ford F-150, and I do believe they are in the process of making that an all-electric truck. Keep that in mind and keep an eye out for that. It says Amazon and Ford have both invested in Rivian, which has raised $5.3 billion since 2019. That's given the automaker a budget that suggests logistics, suppliers, and people are the limitation in getting its first vehicle into production, not money. I mean, $5.3 billion, that's a lot of money. So earlier this summer, Rivian moved more of its workers from Michigan to California for vehicle development and tech, and to the Illinois factory, which I stated earlier. It's over 2 million square feet. It's absolutely amazing to see. For Amazon, it's a sign of how shopping behemoth is hedging its bets when it comes to the growing need for electrification. The company has participated in several rounds of investments in Rivian, the American EV startup, which plans to launch an electric pickup truck and SUV next year. Eventually, if all goes to plan, Rivian will produce 100,000 of its specifically designed delivery vehicles to Amazon, with a number of different configurations to suit the size, the range, and the traction demands presented by different areas of operation. For larger, more spread out areas, for example, there will be a large battery option for maximum range and a bigger capacity body. Urban deliveries, meanwhile, might be better served by a smaller body that would be potentially more nimble and be satisfied by range provided by smaller battery. All-wheel drive will be available for areas where inclement weather makes it a priority. So I think what is going to be very important with everything that was just listed is that they are going to be very flexible in the future for any customer. Whatever your needs are, they should be able to, satisfy those needs. Like they stated, all-wheel drive, inclement weather. They're going to be able to vary in sizes when it comes to a delivery type vehicle. Because what's going to be very unique is the skateboard is going to go on any platform. All you got to do is put a shell over the top, whatever it may be, and it will work. That's amazing. So recently, Rivian was in the headlines again, not necessarily for their vehicles, but for an acquisition that they made. They actually were able to acquire a former engineer, a former big-time executive of Tesla in Nick Kalajian. And obviously, it's kind of causing some ripples between the two companies. And I do believe that there is a lawsuit out there from Tesla on Rivian, but I'm going to save that for another day because I do think it is a major acquisition because of his history. Anytime you can pry a former Tesla employee away with all that experience, I do believe he has over a decade of experience from Tesla. I think that's going to only benefit the likes of Rivian, and I do think that that's going to be very important moving forward in their engineering process. It's unbelievable to see, the capabilities that those types of people can bring to a company. Typically, this is where I would provide you guys, my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. But unfortunately, they are not publicly traded, so they do not have a chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up this video, but I'm going to give you my personal thoughts. Obviously, they are going to be producing their R1S and their R1T. The R1T will be produced in June of 2021. That should be rolling off the line, and then they're going to start up the R1S, and that will be produced in August of 2021. I think that's going to be a huge time for this company. They're going to start generating revenue, and it's only going to, allow the company to continue to expand. And it's going to create a huge growth opportunity. The EV market is exploding in not only the United States, but it's exploding across the world. I mean, like I stated in the beginning of the video, there's more than one person that feels that way. Obviously, people are trying to go zero emission. And it's crazy to see some of the capabilities that these electrical vehicles are able to do. I mean, 750 plus horsepower in the likes of electrical vehicle. I mean, that is a pure muscle car. Unbelievable. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how many people start to make that transition over from, your gas vehicle to your electrical vehicle. I do think that it's going to start to happen, and it's going to start to happen pretty quick. I do hope that this company at some point decides to go public. I really do. I would like to invest into this company. Obviously, having some major backing, I can understand that this stock price probably wouldn't be cheap. And if it was, it wouldn't be cheap for very long. I mean, for them to be able to start producing last mile delivery vehicles for Amazon, at least 100,000 of them, and then to already be producing two types of vehicles with the same skateboard that can go into any other type of vehicle that they want, that's unbelievable. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this company. I suggest you keep your eye on this company. And I do want to let you guys know, and I say it all the time, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only. And that's what I'm here to do, entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.